You are getting old faster, and this time it's not about saving the planet anymore. It's about saving yourself. The air you breathe every day is speeding up on your body's aging, increasing the risk of diseases much earlier than expected. I repeat, much earlier than expected. And here are some real proofs that will shock you. This is an image of a Delhi-based 14-year-old boy who developed a cyst on his vocal cords. As you can see in the first image, causing him severe throat pain which doctors diagnosed as caused by air pollution. And in the fourth image, you can see that it was removed by performing an operation on this 14-year-old child's throat. Similarly, Ronak Shinde from Mumbai said his skin had developed extreme dryness and itching. His dermatologist explained that it had increased massively and it had turned drier due to the increased pollution levels. Also, last month, a Reddit user shared this post that he had been feeling unusually tired and often found it difficult to breathe even during simple tasks. Concerned about his condition, he underwent a full body health test, and what he discovered left him deeply worried. He wrote, "The pollution is reducing my lung capacity to function and causing shortness of breath even while performing simple physical tasks like walking. His lifestyle is not aging him, but the air is." And let me tell you, these health problems are not developed in days or weeks or even months. It's the invisible and slow damage happening right now to your organs, your brain, and the very code of your DNA. Hi, I'm Anmay, and in this video, I will help you understand how this air pollution is giving you long-term diseases which you did not even see coming, the exact human body organs which are getting severely damaged by this polluted air, and what you have to do to protect yourself. I will also share with you an easy home test that will help you understand whether your Aadhaar age really matches your biological age. The same air you're breathing in Delhi, Gurgaon, Noida, Ghaziabad, and now in Mumbai too is silently pushing your body ahead of its aging clock. Not dramatically, not overnight, but slowly, like a phone battery draining even when it is not open on any app. And trust me, I am not exaggerating. The 2025 Air Quality Life Index by the University of Chicago found that Delhi residents lose up to 8.2 years of their life due to air pollution. 8 years. 8 years of your future gone. That's an entire childhood. That's your college life. That's the year you plan to do something meaningful. But the question is, where did these 8.2 years really go? And how does the air age us? Let us understand this. There are two types of ages. Your birth age, the one on your documents like birth certificate or Aadhaar card, and your biological age, the age of your organs, your cells, your skin, basically the age your body feels. Here's the twist. Your biological age can easily be older than your real age, especially if you live in a polluted city. A study found that even 1 microgram per meter cube increase in PM 2.5, something you can't even see, can age people by a quarter of a year faster. Imagine that happening every year, time and again. Imagine it stacking up. Pollution isn't just stealing your breath, it's stealing your time. Remember the time when Brian Johnson left the Nikhil Kamath podcast midway? This guy, who is literally fighting against aging, did several things to avoid aging, but the moment he enters India, he felt a fast aging process, not exactly like this, but yes, he started feeling irritation in his eyes and throat. So let me actually tell you what really happened inside Brian Johnson's body in biological terms. Or rather, what happens in your body when the AQI stacks up. Let me simplify this with a picture. When you breathe polluted air, tiny particles enter your lungs and create something called free radicals. Think of free radicals as sparks flying off a welding machine. 1 or 2 sparks, your body can handle it. But Delhi gives you hundreds and thousands of these sparks every single day. And slowly, your cell starts rusting from inside. Your skin, your DNA, your organs, everything begins aging faster. Doctors call this oxidative stress, but honestly, it's just internal rusting. Your immune system, which is supposed to protect you, ends up panicking and stays switched on 24/7. Imagine your house alarm going off non-stop. That's your body during smog season. And when your body is constantly defending itself, it cannot repair itself. Here are the parts of our human body which get severely damaged by this polluted air. Let's see them one by one. First come the lungs. You've seen those photos of black, tar-like lungs. That isn't just a smoker's problem anymore. It's what long-term exposure to polluted air can do to anybody's lung function. A massive European study following over 3 lakh adults found something wild. For every small increase of just 5 micrograms per meter cube in annual PM 2.5, lung function dropped as much as it normally would with 2 extra years of aging. Now compare that to our reality. In Indian polluted cities, PM 2.5 doesn't just rise by 5 micrograms. It jumps by 50, 100, sometimes 200 above clean air levels. This means that your lungs are not strolling through time. They're sprinting through their lifespans. And the damage doesn't stop at the lungs. These ultrafine particles slip through the delicate air sacs, enter your bloodstream, heart, kidneys, and brain. They even lodge in your skin and blood vessels, driving chronic inflammation. That's why long-term air pollution is now firmly linked not just to COPD and lung cancer, but also to higher risks of heart attacks, strokes, kidney diseases, and dementia. The same breath that ages your lungs early is quietly aging the rest of your organs too. Now this one is what nobody could predict. Pollution impacting the aging of skin. Yes, pollution is literally fast-forwarding how old your face looks. Ask any dermatologist in a city like Delhi. People in their 20s are coming with pigmentation, lines, and dullness that used to show up in late 30s. This is not just stress or bad skincare. It is what dirty air does to your skin every single day. Pollution attacks your skin from two sides. On the outside, tiny particles from traffic and dust stick to your face. They clog pores, irritate the surface, and mix with the UV to create dark spots, rough texture, and early wrinkles. On the inside, those same particles can trigger inflammation in the body, which then breaks down collagen, weakens the skin barrier so your skin repairs more slowly and loses firmness faster. So even if you sleep well, drink water, and use good products, you can still wake up looking tired and older than you are. That is not because you're not doing enough skincare. A big part of it is simply the environment your skin is forced to live in. Now let's look at how pollution is impacting the brain. Tiny PM 2.5 particles travel through the nose, slip past your olfactory nerve, and enter your brain directly. Once inside, they trigger chronic inflammation, shrinking of the grey matter, damage to memory and decision-making regions. Harvard studies show that people in polluted cities literally lose brain volume and are more prone to Parkinson's and Alzheimer's risk. Poor air quality, both indoors and outdoors, also profoundly impacts our mental health, increasing risk for anxiety and depression. This one's not for you and me, but rather for unborn babies, where pollution impacts their life even before their life begins. Pregnant women exposed to high PM 2.5 often give birth to babies with lower birth weight, slower lung development, and lower cognitive ability. This means the aging clock starts ticking before the child even takes their first breath, a lifelong disadvantage. I know all of this sounds very overwhelming, but here's the part that matters. We are not helpless. Can we stop pollution? Not instantly. But can we slow down what it does to our bodies? Absolutely. Here are some real ways to protect yourself. First, check the AQI before stepping outside. Wear an N95 mask on bad AQI days. Wear a wearable air purifier at all times. Keep windows closed during peak smog hours. Use HEPA-based air purifiers for your bedroom. And avoid outdoor workouts on severe AQI days. These simple steps actually reduce the risk. And on a bigger level, we need to demand cleaner transport, better emission rules, and proper waste control. Policy only changes when people demand it. And now comes the point where I'm sharing a simple home test through which your body will give you a rough idea about your biological age. So here are the simple steps that you have to perform. Pour 200 ml of water into a measuring jug, transfer it into a plastic bottle, and mark the water level with a pen. Add another 200 ml, mark the new level, and continue doing this in increments until the bottle is completely filled and fully marked. Fill a bucket with water, then submerge the filled bottle upside down. While the bottle remains underwater and inverted, insert a rubber tube into the mouth of the bottle. It doesn't need to be airtight. Now, take a deep breath and blow into the tube. Count how many marked levels of water you managed to blow out of the bottle. Multiply that number by 200 ml. For example, if you were able to clear 3 levels, your lung capacity is 600 ml. This value represents your forced vital capacity, also known as FVC. This test looks at the volume of air which you can breathe out, which has been termed as the forced vital capacity, says John Dickinson, who heads the Exercise Respiratory Clinic at the University of Kent. You can also check the video for that, which is linked in the description. So here's my final note to you. The moment you've become aware, you already have the first tool to fight air pollution. Every time you choose clean air, every time you choose to protect yourself, every time you talk about this, you slow down the invisible clock inside you. Because clean air isn't a luxury, it's a human right. And honestly, it's time we reclaim it. If you found this video helpful, then subscribe to Beyond AQI and share with the close ones who are living in cities like Delhi and Bombay.